Most people think you need to have a million followers or be a coder to build a real AI business. I didn't. I built an agency that's generated over $600,000 and I've helped countless people scale to 10K, 20K, and 50K a month with their own AI agency. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I use step by step. No fluff, no hype, just facts. If you're trying to start or scale an AI agency, or if you're just like under the 20K a month mark in your current AI agency, this video is going to absolutely change the way you view your business and help you get to that next milestone. Before I dive in, I just want to give a quick heads up. If you're someone who just learns better with a visual roadmap, I put together a really in-depth short course video that's completely free that will break down exactly how I scaled my agency, all the systems, and exactly how I helped people scale past the 10K, 20K, and 50K month mark with those exact same systems. The link's below. You can watch it after this video, but I just wanted to make sure you at least know it's there. So let me take a second to tell you how I got here. I started my AI agency with no tech background, no funding, no connections. I just saw the opportunity in 2023 as AI was exploding, and I decided to solve simple problems for real businesses, just using simple automation tools and strategic positioning. The first few clients were messy. I undercharged, over-delivered, but I figured out a system. And so fast forward to now, and I've made well over $600,000 with these exact systems and this exact model. I've also helped other agency owners hit the 10K mark, the 20K mark, and even scale to the 50K plus a month mark. So everything I'm about to show you is based on real results, not theory. This has worked for people just like me, just like you, who aren't special, who aren't crazy smart, who just follow the proven methods. Most people start out and they don't really know what to offer. They're undercharging for their service and they're over delivering, which in theory seems great, but you're just hurting yourself and it's just not scalable long-term at all. A lot of agencies also offer really generic automations or ChatGPT playoffs, things like that, that just don't work. Why? Because it's not about the tool, it's about the transformation. And those tools can't really provide a drastic transformation for the business. So let's break this down. The three pillars that actually matter. One is real market needs. Your offer must target a painful, urgent problem that your client already knows they have. AI is the solution, not the product. For example, helping a coach automate their DMs to get 10 more sales calls isn't about the AI. It's about fixing a time bottleneck that's costing them revenue. Another example is guaranteeing a roofing company 10 inspections. You're not selling them a product because realistically, they don't care how you get the inspections, but you're selling them a desirable result that the product can provide. Number two is offer clarity. Most agency owners struggle here a ton. They describe their offer with buzzwords like ChatGPT workflows or AI optimization, or just, you've seen it, all the different features that people try to push because they think it's going to draw on their ideal client. Instead, you need to package your offer around outcomes. Clients do not buy tools, they buy results. Be able to say in one sentence what you do, who it's for, and the result it delivers. I promise you, businesses do not give a crap what your solution is. They only care about what it does. And when you sell the result, they don't care about how you do it. They just want that result, which is the way you want it to be. Number three is proof and positioning. You need to make your offer feel inevitable. If you don't have past client results yet, use demo builds or mock results. Record walkthroughs, build a simple case study, anything to show that you can do what you say you do, and then frame it in a way that shows you understand their world better than they do. This isn't about finding a magic tool or trend. It's about packaging solutions in a way that makes them feel essential. When someone reads your headline or watches your content, they should think, I didn't even know this was possible, but now I need it. That's the foundation I built my agency on. And once I nailed those three pillars, client acquisition became 10 times easier. Let's break down what my actual offer was. Firstly, I identified industries that were being disrupted by AI, but didn't know how to respond. Local businesses, coaches, service providers, B2B, all those niches can benefit from AI and we're going to be disrupted by it. I looked for friction points that AI could immediately solve: lead gen gaps, follow-up delays, manual admin tasks, or just slow fulfillment processes or slow processes in general. Then I built a back-end automation that solved those problems. Think automated DM pipelines, appointment booking flows, onboarding sequences, task routing systems. You've seen them, AI agents. That was the main one that I sold. Customer service agents, appointment booking agents, follow-up agents. I didn't try to impress with fancy terminology, simplify communication. I showed how I saved them time, got them more clients, and made their life easier because that's all they care about. If you try to throw complex jargon and complex words at them, you think you're going to get them interested. They're just going to be confused and not even want to work with you. Don't forget, the average US citizen reads at a third grade reading level, which is good to know because if you speak at a third grade level, you're reaching everybody. Everybody can understand you for the most part, right? And so, especially these business owners, you're very rarely going to run into a business owner who is like an absolute genius, right? And just going to understand all these complex AI terms that you're throwing at them that they've never heard before. So keep it simple. All that they care about is demonstrating the benefits. That's it. Then from there, I productized the offer. I took what was custom and I turned it into a repeatable system. This meant I could scale it, delegate fulfillment, and build a clear client journey. I had good SOPs, standard operating procedures. I started hiring people, made it very productized so that way I could start to really scale. Because if you're doing everything yourself, it's very difficult to scale that process. You want to productize everything. Now, what was the actual offer formula I used? And it's much more simple than you're going to think. It's simply, we help X do Y using Z. That's it. Very simple. For example, this is an ad creative that I just kind of cooked up with ChatGPT, but this is one I would actually run because for roofers, we will get you 10 booked inspections in 30 days or you don't pay. That's a very, very good offer. And you can even throw in there, or you don't pay, we will get you 10 booked inspections in 30 days with our AI agent systems, whatever you want to call it. You don't want to overcomplicate it too much, or you don't pay. Very simple, right? Helping X do Y using Z. Very, very simple. Now, that formula forced me to keep the message tight and outcome focused. Prospects instantly understood what they were buying and why it mattered because you can immediately see what I'm doing with this ad creative, right? There's no guesswork. There's no trying to figure out, crack the code. It's very straightforward, very simple. Put in front of their face the outcome only. You barely touch on the actual way you're doing it because they don't care. I also refined my onboarding. Every client got a discovery call. They got a custom roadmap. They got plug and play AI systems and automation systems. We streamlined delivery because of the fact that it was so productized and easy to fulfill for, which meant we could keep results high and also continue to bring on a high volume of clients. And a very, very big thing is I price it on value, not hours worked. I've had people ask me, hey, what do you charge hourly? I'm like, we don't charge hourly. We charge value based. This is 5K or this is 3K or this is 8K. Based on the value I know it's going to provide. Even if it takes me 20 minutes to do, if it can make them an extra 100 grand, I'm not going to charge based on like 20 bucks an hour or some bullshit like that, right? I'm going to price it based on value that I provide. And so the way that works, and when you price on value, you start to increase your prices as you provide more value. I had no clue what to price my offer at the very beginning. I started pricing it at 2K for the very first client I ever pitched. He closed very, very easily. So then I realized, okay, the value must be outweighing the price that I'm offering. So I increased it to 4K, closed very easily. 5K closed very easily, then went to 7K, then 8K. 8K was where we start to see a bit of resistance, or like, okay, maybe this is where the value meets the price that we're charging. And so that's what's beautiful about charging based on value and not hours worked, because the $8,000 build took just as long as the $2,000 build, even less probably because we would have had it more productized, but yet we were able to charge 4 times more. That's why you charge based on value, not the hours it takes to do. The key, I wasn't selling automations. I was selling results powered by AI. I wasn't selling automations. I wasn't selling AI tools. I was selling business results that were just powered by AI. And once you make that shift, everything will change for you. Now, when it comes to getting clients, I did not rely on organic content in the beginning. You see my YouTube, Instagram, we get clients from that, but that's not what I did in the beginning because I was honestly too much of a pussy to post. And so I built an actual system around paid ads and a free private community that did all the heavy lifting. And so how did this work? We had the paid ads, which were done on Facebook and Instagram. I ran simple direct response ads that spoke to a very specific problem my ideal client was having. No hype, no vague promises, just clear messaging. Like, want to scale your AI agency to 20K a month? Want to get 10 booked inspections in 30 days? Want to get 10 booked remodeling jobs in 90 days? Very clear messaging. And so these ads pushed to a VSL funnel, a short video that broke down the offer, showed proof, explained the offer, provided social proof, showed how it worked, explained how it helped, all this type of good stuff. And this acted as a pre-frame. So by the time somebody booked a call, they already understood the value that we provided. It was very, very easy to close them. Now, how did the free school community work in this? Once they opted in, we invited them to join our free school community in a quick email and text that they would have got sent after they opted in. This school community was designed to be packed with value, enough value that people who took action with that information could get good results without having to pay anything just from the free value we provided. That's what it's all about. Give away the information, sell the implementation. And that's exactly what we did. Inside the community, we gave away insights, templates, audits, and real applicable value. Essentially all the systems that we used ourselves, just condensed to make it easy to absorb. It was the farthest thing from fluff. We made sure anyone who joined got actionable wins before ever talking to us. That position means the authority and created demand before the pitch. People who got results with the information we gave for free were very easy to close. And we had a 100% close rate for people who consumed all the course content in the free school. And there was a direct correlation between how many modules they consumed and how easy they were to close. It was very, very easy to close people who watched everything because they got a ton of value. So instead of trying to close cold leads, I was building a warm audience on my own turf, one that saw me as the guy who actually delivers. And the best part, the community created natural conversations. I didn't have to chase people. They DM'd me, engaged in posts, and booked calls straight from the content inside the group. And as you can see, we have right under 12,000 people still in this group. We still do weekly calls inside of there. We have a ton of free content. This is only part of it right here, but we have a ton of free value in there. And it wasn't until later that we actually added YouTube into the mix. And YouTube is very, very powerful. We didn't use it as our main funnel, but YouTube became the session starter. It helped expand the authority that I had and drive organic credibility and create bingeable content that fed back into the school community and the VSL funnel, which ultimately led to people booking and closing because we gave free value in the school, free value on YouTube. We're giving so much free information for free, and people got good results with just the free information. So it brought them to the point where they're like, okay, if I'm getting all this for free, if I pay these guys, it'll probably change my freaking life. And that's the whole point. And it creates this never-ending evergreen funnel where you create a YouTube video, builds more credibility, they binge it, go to other videos, book a call, go to the funnel, then get sent to more YouTube videos. And it's just a never-ending cycle of building non-stop credibility. And that's why it is so damn powerful. And so whether paid or organic, the principle is the same. Attract, educate, qualify, convert. So every step of the process from ad to community to call was designed to filter out the wrong people and only pull in those who were serious. And so when people work one-on-one with me, we're not just building businesses, we're building cash flowing client acquisition machines. And here's exactly how we do it. Firstly, we refine their niche and their offer. We go deep into who they serve and what results they deliver, help them craft offers that are not just attractive, they're undeniable. We cut the fluff, we create messaging that makes their audience say, I need this. Two is we build their proof stack. Most people underestimate this. If you have zero proof, it's very difficult to get people to buy. Not impossible. Everybody starts at that point, but having proof makes it so much better. So we create demo walkthroughs, client results, testimonial videos, and even mock builds when starting out if you don't have those testimonials to actually leverage. It's about stacking undeniable credibility and social proof. And YouTube videos are also great because if you just show what you know what you're doing, you don't necessarily have to have clients for people to see that you're educated on what you're offering. Number three is create an acquisition engine. This is content, DM scripts, a killer VSL, and a booking funnel that pre-qualifies people along with the exact same paid ad system that we use ourselves. Every piece of this is engineered to convert without requiring them to be online 24/7. We also dial in their content strategy, what to say, how to say it, and how to make it binge worthy. Similar to my YouTube channel, whether it's short form or long form, we craft content that feeds the top of their funnel with the right people. And the reason people hit 20K a month with me is because I bring clarity and systems. We don't guess, we test, tweak, and tighten every piece of their business until it works. No chasing shiny tools, no agency bloat, just simple systems, consistent content, and offer that act. Once that clicks into place, scaling to 20K a month becomes predictable. Very predictable, not just possible, but very predictable. So if you're still watching, remember, I didn't get here by doing 100 different things. I built a 600K agency by mastering just a few things very, very well. I'm talking about a clear offer that speaks to a real urgent problem, targeted acquisition systems that bring the right people directly to me so I'm not having to go out and find them, and delivering real transformations for every client that I work with. And that is by far the most important one. It's the same framework I use to help other people hit 10K, 20K a month, and even 50K a month, as you can see. And these are only a few of the screenshots. If you want to see more, you can go to our wins page where we have essentially a never-ending funnel of just nonstop win screenshots. And so if you want to see the full model in action and understand how to apply it to your own AI agency, the link is below. There's no upsells, no fluff, just real tactical value for completely free. And look, if you're ready to go all in and build and scale your AI agency, not just hustle for clients here and there, then go ahead and click the other link below to book a call with us. We'll figure out exactly where you are, where you want to go, and just see if overall you're a good fit. And we will scale you to 20K a month. I work directly with serious people. If you're ready, this is the fastest path to serious results. So smash that like button if this helped you, subscribe for weekly breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next video.